Hello!
Hello!
And welcome back.
To another stream!
Yay! Streams. So yeah, we're back with 428 Shibuya Scramble.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 18, I would say.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, 18.
Yeah. Last time we started a new time slot.
Yeah.
And we ended up getting into a bad end immediately.
Twice!
So, let's try and see if we can avoid some bad ends today. Most likely not, but we can always try.
This is, according to me at least, bad it's the game.
Yeah.
Because you cannot play through this game without getting a bad end at least once.
Yeah.
Because the game forces you to do it at least once. But other than that, you're gonna get them. Because you don't know when they happen.
Oops.
Alright, then!
Let's get into it.
Yes! See if we can save some characters here.
Yeah.
Alright then, let's take a time turn, because we've been flogging a bit around to find thumbnail stuff. So there's also one, and we got a bad end with Maria, because he got captured. And Nagisa.
Yeah. Have to figure out how Nagisa is not gonna.
Yeah, and then with Achi, we also got a bad end, because Minorikawa came. And then Achi got stabbed.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Aika! Oh, you're bored!
You want some attention?
Yeah. Aika wants attention now. Oh no. She doesn't know where to go.
No. Don't fall.
Don't jump over there now, Aika. There's no space for you over there anymore. Yeah. She's thinking about where to go. He's just gonna go jump down. There we go. Well!
So we can start out by going to Minorikawa.
Because he seems like the problem to most of this.
Yeah.
That's the usual. But yeah, let's go! We need to write some articles!
Yeah.
Forgot to mention! That sounds like Minorikawa in a nutshell.
Wait a second. I feel like there's something I've forgotten. Or forgetting.
Ah! He says in the middle of the road.
Minorikawa stopped and let out a cry of frustration. Daisuke Endo had asked him for a favor after
Oh
the
yeah!
interview was done.
He did ask for that!
He promised to tell Wandering Angels that the dry ice machine they purchased was defective.
Wandering Angels! That's the wrong button.
That's not the wrong button.
Episode 5! At last, the climax of the play drew near. There was a whole string of troubles, but the cat soldiered on, and it looked like things were going to end alright. Then, backstage, Bando noticed that the dry ice machine was acting strangely, even after it had been turned on. The machine continued to churn out more dry ice. Producer Tsukusawa demanded that the defective device be returned immediately, and so Suzuka, Bando, and Amo loaded it into the vehicle and left the theater. Continued in episode 6.
Yeah.
We're not done yet.
Well, damn. That completely slips his mind. If you recall correctly, The issue was that once the machine started making dry ice, it wouldn't stop. If he ran back to the theater now, he'd lose about 10 minutes. Murakawa checked his wristwatch.
It's already 3!
Alone people would be coming by the editing office before too long. He needed to prove to them that the next month's issue of Full Side General was well underway, or else they'd refuse to wait any longer for repayment. And to do that, he needed to fill a minimum of 6 of the 12 remaining blank pages. He couldn't afford to waste even a single second. This was an awkward position to be in. He needed to keep his promise to Endo, but he also needed to spend his time wisely. Guess I don't have a choice.
So are you gonna go back, or are you gonna be like, fuck it?
Why can't we just call him?
Apparently that's not good enough in Murakawa's head.
Okay. He agreed to take on responsibility. He headed back to the theater. Oh, that's probably how we get him to not be where
Yeah,
Hachi
where
is.
Hachi is? Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
what I thought. It's like, maybe if we go back first, we won't get in touch with Hachi. So maybe we avoided that stepping.
Yeah. When he got there, he flagged down the first guy he saw to tell him about the drive. Hey, make sure you remember what I'm about to tell you, okay? The drive machine is broken. The man stared back at him blankly, but Murakawa just forced it. Got it? The drive machine is broken. It needs to go back to the electronics store. Make sure you let the folks in charge know.
The guy's like, what? What?
His obligation met. He hurried back to the cafe to get back to work on his project.
Let's see if he stops them.
Along the way, he caught sight of a young couple running. They seemed to be an odd pair. The girl looked prim and proper, while the boy struck him as a bit thuggish. In fact, the boy's clothing was very much in the style worn by Shibuya street gangs. Maybe he'd know something about SOS. Hurrying to cross their path, Murakawa called out,
Ah, fuck!
Back we go!
Alright, apparently we shall not tell them
Yeah.
about the dry ice machine. Fuck them.
I'm
No
sorry.
problem anymore.
I'm sorry, Endo. I'm sorry, Yachi's father.
Yeah. But we actually saved your son. So.
You're welcome?
You're welcome!
There was nothing he could do about having forgotten. He hurried on to the cafe. Sorry, Endo. Sorry, Orai. You're just gonna have to let this one slide. I've got Terma's life on the line here.
And Ashes for that matter.
Yeah.
And Hitomi for that matter.
He opened the door to the cafe with the practice of a regular.
Aha! Oh no, he's back.
Woke up. The waitress suddenly got that far before her face fell. You again? Hey, hurry up and get me a seat. She grinned
It's
wickedly.
full in it.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. We're all full at the moment.
As you can clearly see.
He looked around. All of the seats were indeed filled. As you can see, sir. Really now. The waitress's grin widened with triumph. Yes, sir. Fine, I'll just right here. Let me get some power.
He sits down in the opening. Oh my god.
Staring his power cable into a nearby outlet, Murakawa plucked himself right down on the floor and booted up his laptop. The waitress watched in dismay, then turned to stare vacantly at the ceiling.
Right, and you, the viewer.
Just do whatever you want, she muttered vaguely.
She knows when she's gonna lose any fight with this guy.
You know, a person can only get away with being obnoxious for so long. Sooner or later, someone's likely to call the police. Murakawa looked up from his work, startled to see the burning hammer salesman standing over him. You're Meister Yanagishita. Thank you so much for stopping by earlier. Are you going to write your article here? Yanagishita eyed Mirikawa's computer. Oh, that's the latest model, isn't it?
Oh, Gertie, if that's the latest model, oh boy!
Look, I got no time to talk right now. Mirikawa opened the file with his half-written copy. Oh, what's this?
I can read half of the kanji here.
Chaos at bogus weight loss drink sales demo. Yanagishita read the copy.
Oh no.
The organizer, Junichi, Junichi.
Yeah, Junichi.
Yanagishita didn't really have a whiff of deceit about him. His breath also stunk. Sounds good, Mirikawa asked. I wanted to make sure I gave an accurate impression. Oh, I love what you've done with it. This is a great copy, fantastic. Yanagishita turned to look at him with a dramatic grin. Yeah, isn't it? In a flash, Yanagishita's face went from grinning to livid. Like hell it is!
Oh no.
You think I'm gonna just let you write something like that?
Oh no! He ran away with the laptop!
Snatching up the computer, Yanagishita pulled it out of the cafe. Hey, get back here! Mirikawa leapt to his feet and rushed off.
Shibuya crossing through the fucking station, and yes, there are that many people in the station.
Yeah.
I've been there, I know!
As he sprinted madly along, Yanagishita turned down an area. Mirikawa stayed close behind, desperate not to lose sight. His horror began to weave his way through the back alleys of Shibuya. This guy clearly knew his way around town. Near Shida Park, they zipped up onto a pedestrian bridge. Just where the heck was this idiot going? Halfway across the overpass, Yanagishita suddenly stopped. Confused, Mirikawa stopped as well. Give that back, he called.
Oh!
The next moment, Yanagishita flashed a mocking grin and dangled the
drop
laptop
it.
over the railing.
Gotta drop it!
Mirikawa lunged towards him, but was already too late.
Ah!
The laptop left Yanagishita's hand and went spinning down through the air. Then, as the two men struggled, Yanagishita himself toppled over the railing. Without hesitating, Mirikawa jumped down as well.
What? That just reminds me of Ace Attorney. Cosmos on his Segway, spinning around whenever he was cornered. Hey!
Mirikawa landed hard. As he struggled to regain his breath, he looked around and saw Yanagishita beside him. Incredibly, the laptop was safe in Charlton's grasp. Apparently, he'd somehow managed to catch it in midair. Before Mirikawa could be too relieved, however, Yanagishita got to his feet and took off running again.
Okay, of course.
Get back here, little weasel! I don't think so! This Yanagishita guy was infuriating. That, and he was really fast. Mirikawa considered himself a decent runner, but he couldn't manage to gain on Yanagishita. If running away was a competitive sport, the guy would be a world-class superstar. As he ran along, a peculiar thought occurred to him. Hold on a minute. If he hit my copy that much, shouldn't he have wanted my computer to break? Why did he go out of his way to catch it like that? It made no sense at all. Hey, Mirikawa shouted between gasping breaths. What are you planning to do with my laptop? Yanagishita glanced back at him. Gonna sell it? Sorry about this. What? Mirikawa was taken aback. Consider it compensation for defamation of character.
Defamation of character. In the civil sense, the act of unlawfully damaging another person's character or reputation in the public eye. In the criminal sense, the act of defamation illuminating damaging facts about an individual to an unspecified last name. So yes, there are two different ways of doing it. Technically lawful way to do it, and an unlawful.
Come on, get real. It can't be defamation if the article hasn't run yet. Then consider it an advance in the compensation. This was so nonsensical it made Mirakawa's head hurt. But now at least he knew why Yanagishita had dived after the computer. The thief continued to weave his way through the side streets. His speed didn't diminish in the slightest. Damn it, this guy has too much experience running away.
I mean, what do you think he's been doing for a big part of his life at this point?
Mirakawa's stamina began to fade, and finally he lost sight of the quarry.
Burglary!
But that didn't mean he was ready to give up his search. There were articles on that computer that were right on the verge of completion. Whatever it took, he had to get it back. Yanagisha had said he was going to sell it. Where could he be headed then? Knick-knack shop!
Well, he was heading there, yeah. We know, we saw him there. Tied up.
Probably he was headed to a knick-knack shop. Mirakawa recalls seeing one near the burning hammer gamma site. He also recalls seeing a poster outside the place that read, "We buy computers at top prices." Damn. The guy had led him on a wild goose chase. That shop was surely where he was going to sell the laptop. Gulping a deep breath, he headed in that direction. There you are, Yanagishita! Mirakawa burst into the shop, sent a guy, and accusing finger pointing squarely at the thief. Listen, there's no way I'm buying a computer that doesn't have a power cable.
Yeah.
Details. All you sell here is junk anyway. Yanagishita and the shopkeeper had gotten into an argument. Mirakawa recognized the shopkeeper. It was the guy he'd run into on the roadside earlier. That computer belongs to me, Mirakawa shouted as he marched up to them. Give it back! Yanagishita clutched the laptop to his chest. Nah, I need the money! Knock it off, you're acting like a child. Mirakawa tried to slap him out of his tantrum.
Mirakawa? He is a child.
Yeah. But Yanagishita ducked to avoid the blow. And then, bizarrely, Yanagishita froze. A fierce gleam came to his eyes. He broke into an incomprehensible stammer. That's it!
Oh no.
Yanagishita snatched up a flyer that his gaze had fixed on. Iron stomach, huh? This right here is my little blue bird of happiness. Cried out. You know what? You can have this. Yanagishita shoved the laptop into Mirakawa's arm. Ha 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 ha! And welcome to it, you idiots. I don't need no worthless computer.
Stop!
You're the idiot, Buster. Mirakawa smacked Yanagishita right across the face. Ouch! Hitting him felt good. He decided to do it again. He drew back his arm to deliver another blow, but then someone else came into the shop. Yanagishita's eyes lit up as they saw who it was. Oh my angel! Whatever it is my darling Miku doing here? Miku stood in the doorway on the verge of tears. Mr. Mirakawa, she began. Then her voice choked up. Miku? What's the matter? Is something wrong? Miku drew in close to Mirakawa's side. Huh? Yanagishita's gaze started back and forth between Mirakawa and Miku. You two know each other? Sort of. More to the point. Is she the girl you said you were in love with? That's right! The one and only Miku! I have her entrance music set as my ringtone. Paying no heed to Yanagisa's excitement, Miku kept her eyes fixed on Mirakawa. I lost to a girl who knows Aikijutsu. I lost! She buried her face in Mirakawa's chest. Ah! Yanagisa let out a gasp. What's this about? What in the what is this all about? You seemed on the verge of panic. Mr. Mirakawa, I need to learn Aikijutsu. I feel so ashamed. She buried her face even deeper into Mirakawa's chest. That's so unfair!
Well, at least he's not caught in the shop, so that somehow worked out.
With the tears in his eyes, Yanagisa darted out of the door. Mirakawa glared after the pathetic fellow as he scampered off. The guy sure knows how to take advantage of the bad situation. I'll give him that.
No, don't catch him. No, bad idea.
Anyhow, I'm just glad I got my partner back.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, he'd be inclined to pursue Yanagisa and subject him to a tirade at the very least, but there was no time for that now. He explained the situation of the shopkeeper who flashed a sympathetic smile. Ah, is that so? Lucky for you, he screwed up. Then, much as I'm happy to do business, I just can't buy a computer that doesn't come with its accessories. So, you'd have bought it from him if he had the accessories? Of course. Stolen it up. It's all the same once I sold it. The shopkeeper chuckled unapologetically. But that's true. Mirakawa laughed along with him. Yeah, all the same. Like hell it is! He roared. The shopkeeper froze like a startled rabbit. I bet everything you have for sale here has been stolen, hasn't it? Don't be ridiculous. I'll warn you up front, there's no use hiding things from me. I've interviewed you, after all. I know you. The shopkeeper was getting more and more flustered. Well, I mean... Look, this is just between you and me, okay? Sometimes I go around gathering stuff that people have lost and I sell it here. But it's not stolen, just repurposed. There's nothing wrong with that, right? The shopkeeper smiled, ingratiatingly. You moron, Mirakawa stuck his finger in the man's face.
Right up to his nose.
They forgot to put citation on.
What?
You moron. Citation end.
Ah! I didn't notice. They did.
Selling lost property is a serious crime too.
Selling lost property, a potential violation of Article 254 of the Penal Code of Japan regarding embezzlement of lost property, which states a person who embezzles lost property, thrift property, or any other property which belongs to another person and is in no one's possession shall be punished by imprisonment with work for not more than 1 year, fine of not more than 100,000 yen, or a paid fine.
It is? Well, I mean, I guess I sort of figured it might be sometimes.
Clearly
I'm
figured
not
that out.
police. I'm more into curiosity than legality. In fact, I find this all pretty fascinating. I mean, what sort of things have you gathered up for sale? Well, let me see. Like this, and that, and that, and that. The man pointed to various items on the shelves. And also this, and that, and that, and that, and that, I guess. Mirakawa's eyes were directed all over the shop.
So basically everything.
Yeah. Everything the shopkeeper pointed out had a hefty price tag. You're actually able to sell things like this? Murikawa asked. Sure, I can sell stuff. Earlier today someone bought a big necklace. I'd listed it for 40,000 yen, but I discounted it down to 30,000. And you can still make a profit even offering discounts? Sure, I mean, it was just something I found lying on the ground after all. Murikawa looked back at him, and for a moment he laughed as well. Then his face turned hard. This is no laughing matter.
This is like that one meme again. Final Fantasy meme. So thanks.
You need to stop what you're doing here right away. Otherwise, you're going to find out what it's like to get punished by my pen of justice.
Yes.
I'm sorry. The shopkeeper bowed repeatedly.
I'm sure that whatever is written in the general gossip will revolutionize Japan.
Murikawa glared. The truth was that right now he was so busy he'd have to let this guy slide. Still, this whole S9 affair had eaten up a big chunk of time he didn't have to waste. He was going to have to finish up his copy at the editing office. Laptop in hand, he left the shop only to stop short when a slight figure stepped out in front of him.
Hello.
Mr.
You didn't
Murikawa.
leave?
Miku stood there barring his path. Please introduce me to a dojo where I can learn Jujutsu. I'm sorry, I really don't have time for this right now. Murikawa tried to hurry onward, but she stubbornly refused to let him pass. You introduced me to that other dojo before, remember? I suppose so, now that you mention it. He tried to slip by her on her right-hand side, but she was quick to block him. You're the one who introduced me to the world of martial arts, Murikawa. Well, yes, you know, you're putting me in a bit of a bind here. Trying to slip by on her left was a no-go too. She could anticipate his every move. Please, just hear me out, Miku said. She was speaking through quiet sobs now. I can't stand to leave things like this. She looked Murikawa right in the eye.
So, what do you want to choose?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Persevere, find something else, or I don't have time for this, bye! Kind of thing.
Let's just start with this one. Sorry, you'll just have to persevere until you're able to win again. It's something you need to do to yourself. But you were the champion at that one pop, right? Maybe your mistake was thinking that you'd be able to win in an actual, real fight. Miku began to tremble.
Slap!
You jerk! Miku delivered a blindingly fast slap to Murikawa's cheek. Why'd you have to put it like that? You're so mean! Bursting into tears, Miku ran off. Hey, Miku! She gave him no sign she'd heard him, and didn't turn around. Murikawa rubbed his cheek. It stung. For once, he actually regretted what he'd said. Maybe he shouldn't have assumed she'd be willing to just give up her hobby. He did in fact know for several Aiki-Jujutsu dojos. If only he had had the time, he could have introduced her to easily enough. Checking his wristwatch, he saw that he only had 30 minutes to change until 4 o'clock. There was no more wiggle room at this point. These articles needed to get written, and fast. He needed to get back to the editing department, and yet... Oh damn it all to hell. I can't get work done like this. Murakawa broke into a run. But he didn't run for Heaven Publishing. Instead, he went after Miku.
He can't work when you know that he said that to Miku, eh? Keep out! Well, I think we resolved 2 bad ends in one go here.
Yeah.
That's at least something. Jesus. Yeah, now you can choose between the other 4.
Let's go with Maria.
You wanna do Maria?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Who am I? And why do I feel like this? I don't think you get that reference. Kingdom Hearts.
His assassin has gone quiet, sitting in a pile of crates. Seems lost in thought. Still, I don't dare try to get away. All I can do is stand and wait and mull over my own situation. Just who am I ask myself again and again. I am... Tama! Tama!
Oh god.
I am...
Tama Hitomi?
None of the above. None of the above. None of those fit me at all.
Hello, Mr. Yanagishita.
It's uttered the sound of an exuberant voice. It seemed Mr. Yanagishita running my way, flailing his arms in friendly greeting. I swear this guy could wind up banished to the pits of hell, and he'd still give it his all, day in and day out. Oh, thank goodness! It is you, Tama! I knew it! The man with the cane grumbles something incoherent, then holsters his gun and flees the scene. Now you're with some middle-aged guy? You look so sweet and innocent, but I guess you can get around, huh?
Yanagishita, not everything between a man and a woman has to be romantic or anything like that. God damn it. He doesn't even know him.
Boss, nice timing. I do a little fist bump. Whatever he's doing here, I'm glad he drove off that guy with the gun. What are you so happy about? Yanagishita gives me a puzzled look. But he is promptly distracted by his own excitement. Well, anyway, never mind that, Tama. He shifts down to a conspiratorial whisper.
Damn long words.
I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I was in such a tizzy over some silly scratch card from a magazine. I can tell he has news he's itching to tell me. Did something happen? Well, he brings a hand to his mouth and giggles unsettlingly. I had a great little idea. A great way to strike it rich. I feel like I've heard this from you before.
Because you have.
Mr. Yanagishita shakes his head fervently. This time it's different. We're talking way more digits than before. Now, try not to be too surprised, yeah? Spittle flies from his mouth as he rattles on. Or, it's okay to be surprised, really. In fact, I'm guessing you're definitely gonna be amazed this time, Matt Tama. I can practically see the banknotes dancing in his eyes. Cut to the chase already. What is it you want to tell me? This time, get this. I got a line on 10 million yen. He thrust his index finger skyward, grinning ear to ear. Surprised now? Yeah, you are. And it doesn't require any capital. It's no risk, high return.
Oh yeah, no risk, high return. All the biggest investment of wise investor ways first to get the potential of return. Many have believed project however will little back. Such cases are called high risk, low return. The inverse, low risk, high return, is quite rare. The idea of no risk, high return is simply absurd. Exactly.
There's a great gleam in his eye. Oh man, I'm finally gonna get to be part of the billionaires club. That's a ridiculous. I don't even have the snapping retort for this. Never mind that 10 million obviously wouldn't make you a billionaire.
But that's a different matter.
By the way, you haven't seen Chidi, have you? We're gonna need her help to wrap up this hungry. I haven't run into her since this Oh darn. Well, if you do happen to see her, tell her to get in touch with me. Sure, alright. Still don't know what he's going on about. Well, there's probably no harm in being helpful. Thank you, Tama. Guess I may as well give you a little hint.
For what?
Yeah, a hint. Wanna hear it?
No, not particularly.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, thanks for helping me out with that cheating. Adios! Adios, amigos!
You mean amiga? Because, you know, she's female and that's how the Spanish language works.
Yeah.
Language is being gendered. Fuck.
And then, like a whirlwind, Mr. Yanagisto zooms away, leaving me alone in the alley. Suddenly I feel totally exhausted. I let out a sigh and drop my eyes. And that's when I notice a notebook on the ground at my feet.
Memo.
Did the assassin drop this? I pick it up and look inside. There's a photograph tucked inside the back cover. It shows 3 young people, 2 boys and a girl.
I mean, the big guy looked a lot like the assassin.
Well, what do I do now? Do I go to the police? How would I even explain the situation? I can see it now. There's this killer out here and he's after this person named Hitomi Ozawa. And then the police would be like, who's that? And who exactly is he is after her? And then what do I say? Heck, they might not even give me the time of the day in the first place.
I'm pretty sure they would give her the time of the day because everyone in the police force knows who Ozawa is. And they know someone's after her. But she doesn't know that. So that's fair.
Not only do I not have any idea who Hitomi Ozawa is, I know nothing about the guy who's after her, except that he walks with a cane. I mean, I can't even tell them who I am. They'd probably shoo me away without a second thought. What am I supposed to do? I hang my head at a total loss. The necklace around my neck swayed idly and to and fro.
Oh well. Hey down! Oh well then. with this time then.
That's
Alright.
Archie didn't slow his pace until they were nearing their destination. He turned to look back at his feet. It's only a little bit further now. Do you want to walk? I'll be alright. Archie, look out! Looking ahead again, Archie saw that they were bearing down on a young graceful girl, her head bumping in dismay. Archie hurriedly caught the girl up in his arms, took a quick leap to one side.
Oh, it's Hana!
Archie took a quick leap to one side. He managed to avoid crashing into her by taking a tumble himself, but the girl was still definitely a bit shocked. Sorry about that, Archie said. Are you alright? But the girl didn't answer or even meet Archie's eyes. She just looked around as if in a daze. Was she waiting on someone maybe? Okay. No. I hope she's okay. Once more, Archie and Hitomi set off running. Archie led Hitomi to an old multi-tenant building. He hurried inside and headed up the stairs. Behind the reception window on the second floor sat the custodian, sleeping on the job.
Ah, yes, custodian. Yukinori Kitajima. His main job is overseeing the monitoring room for the local surveillance cameras, but on the side he also works as a novelist and game scenario writer. Damn, he's got a lot of shit to do. He often sleeps in the job during his free time, but sometimes while he's asleep he gets his writing done. Okay. Just recently, a certain game was released set in Shibuya, but since he wrote the scenario and emailed it to the game company while he was asleep, he didn't know about it until just the other day. What the fuck? Sure thing, Mr. Kitajima. Sure thing. Sleepwalking,
Hey.
writing in his sleep.
Wake up, man!
Yo, yo, what up?
Archie gave the window a tap and the man woke with a start. Huh? Achichi? Don't scare me like that.
That's cute, that's a nickname.
That's one chi too many. And wow, you sure seem to have a lot of free time on your hands. Yeah, no one's been by to check today. But that's not too so bad, right? I mean, I guess it is surveillance room, but still. The man let out a big yawn. My dad asked me to come down here and check on the security monitors, actually, Archie said. Sorry to bother you when you're busy. Sorry to bother you when you're busy, Izumi added with a polite bow. Huh? Who are you? You with Achichi? I'm Izumi Osawa. It's nice to meet you. Oh ho ho. What? You Achichi's girlfriend? Again, too many cheese there. And that's none of your business. Just let me have the key. Hoping his blush wasn't too obvious, Archie mimed unlocking the door. You won't answer a simple question and you want me to hand over the key? Yes, I'm his girlfriend, Izumi said. We just started dating.
Look at Ash's face, like, what?
So I'm sure I'll be seeing more of you, sir. She flashed a winning smile. Oh, well, what a surprise. Never thought Achichi would land a fine lady like yourself. The surprised custodian held out a key. Good for you, Achichi. Still one chi too many there.
Hey, it's his nickname, don't worry about it.
But yeah, dating. Archie gazed into Hizumi's face, even more surprised than the custodian. The key dangled, swaying to and fro like a pendulum between Archie and the man behind the counter. Archie, Hizumi said, nudging him in the side of with the elbow. Come on. Oh, right. Snapping out of it, Archie took the key and headed up to the next floor.
Look at him. Look at that smile. He's like, oh yeah, Scalded my boyfriend. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Izumi said as they entered the monitoring room. For just saying we were dating like that, I mean, it was a pretty clumsy lie. No, it was just kind of sudden, is all. I was just a bit jittery, I guess. Actually felt his cheeks color again. I mean, I figured I had to say something or he wasn't going to cooperate, Izumi said. She looked a little embarrassed herself. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make things weird. No, Archie said. Nah, it wasn't weird at all. Actually, it was kind of... He stopped himself there.
Good on you.
Now wasn't the time for that sort of conversation. He needed to find that blue minivan.
He looks so full of himself in that picture. Alright.
The surveillance camera monitoring room was really just a big office with a single computer. Archie knew it well. So this is the monitoring system, he explained. He switched on the computer. You can see all downtown Shibuya from this one computer.
Oh, let's zoom in on the screen. I thought we were gonna zoom in all the way.
Izumi gazed impatiently at the monitor, even though it wasn't showing anything yet. The look of sheer determination on her face held Archie enthralled. You talk about how attractive your sister is, Archie murmured. But as far as I'm concerned, right now you're the lovely one, Izumi. Izumi looked at him, uncertain. I mean, look at the lengths you're going to and the risks you're taking to save your sister, Archie said. I can't bear the thought that something might happen to her. And the last time we were together, I said such horrible things. Plenty of people do bad things without even realizing they're bad. Never mind trying to fix it. I'm just doing what I think is right. Yeah, but these days most people don't do the right thing. Heck, if they did, Shibuya wouldn't be covered in trash like this. Me? I appreciate it when someone really cares about the things that are important. Doing the right thing, as a matter of course, that's very attractive. Archie blushed as he said it, and Izumi shyly looked away. I think the system is ready.
Alright, let's get to it.
Yeah. Turning to the computer, Archie hastily changed the subject. This thing's so simple, even I know how to use it. Clicking on the mouse, he brought up a row of 4 windows on the monitor.
Beep, 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 beep.
Each window showed a different view of the Shibuya cityscape. The image quality is not great, but that's because it's being updated on a 2-second delay, I guess. Archie tapped on the keyboard, bringing up shots of different locations. He clicked on one of them in order to enlarge the image. Maybe we really can find the minivan with this. Izumi was practically glued to the screen.
I'm glad that it's actually being realistic and that the camera image is shit, because that is how it works in the real world. Unlike those like crime solving series where they can like enhance the picture. I'm like, no, it's not how it works. At least here it's being realistic.
Yeah. My dad's the one who designed the security system. That must be pretty amazing. Well, he graduated on top of his class at Tokyo Denko University.
Tokyo Denko University, and you pressed the wrong button.
Yeah.
Holding it upside down. A prestigious national university founded over a century ago. applicants who place highly on the entrance exam can receive a full scholarship. Archie's father was one such attendee. The school has supported extensive research into artificial intelligence and recently announced an AI program known as Buddy! While the computer is asleep, different personalities emerge which have an impact on various normal thought processes, forming a network of more human-like thought patterns as a result. I know nothing about that. No comment. Absolutely none. I wouldn't be surprised if some of that was real.
He always said he could have had a career in computer engineering, but he took over the electronics shop so that he could marry my mother instead.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's such a sweet story.
Took my words right out of
Did
my
they
mouth.
run the store together then? Archie shook his head. No, my mother died when I was 4. Oh, I'm sorry. Izumi sounded even sadder than Archie. Well, anyway, never mind that. Here, look.
Hello!
The silly-looking weirdo that ran into Gigo was on the screen. Huh? That guy again? Said weirdo was running all out a laptop computer under one arm. He was being chased by a man in a long coat. That guy sure gets chased around a lot, huh? Archie said. When the weirdo slipped out of view, Archie switched to another camera.
Hello!
The new
there
view
again.
showed the weirdo running again. By hopping from camera to camera, they could track him wherever he went. So long as we have these cameras, Archie said, this guy has nowhere to run. Nowhere to run, huh? The moment he said those words, they struck an odd chord in his mind. He remembered their repeated run-ins with the man with the cane, how the assassin had seemed always to know where to find them. Archie, please, we urged. Stop messing around and let's look for the minivan.
Minivan! So you wanna try and look for the cane man, or do you like, nah?
Ah, right, my bad. Archie switched over to a different camera. He continued switching views, scanning the streets of Shibuya, but there was no sign of a blue minivan anywhere. Still, they remained glued to the monitor. Oh, that's me.
Guess who's
Izumi
gonna
took
get
out
a
the
copyright
cell
again?
phone.
We are!
It's an email from Mr. Tanaka. Ah, okay. Yeah, it was about time for my mood to take a dip, Archie thought. What? Izumi blurted. She looked up from her phone. Archie, Mr. Tanaka found the minivan!
Oh no, don't trust him. Don't trust him.
He what? What does she say? Read it to me. Okay. I ran after it, but wound up losing sight of it. It was heading towards Jinan. That's what he says. What about your sister?
Well, would you look at that? I guess that's a way to jump somebody up. You haven't even made it that far, so I guess there's another keybox somewhere.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is she inside? He doesn't say. Archie switched over to an array of surveillance cameras near Jinan. A few seconds the transition felt agonizing and slow. Finally, 4 new images popped up. Archie quickly enlarged one of them. Ah! Izumi let out a tiny gasp.
Huh? Oh, there it is! Blue minivan!
There on the monitor was the blue minivan. There was no doubt about it.
Nobody doubt it. Yeah.
Archie needs to be rushed from the building, speeding towards Jinan in an all-out run.
All-out run! Run, Archie! Run to me! Run, other guy who's looking for me too. Well, there's your jump point, eh? Oh, nice.
Neither spoke. They simply dashed along in silence. Archie felt as if they'd been running a marathon and the finish line had finally come in view. They hooked a left at the station and darted past Seibu department store.
Ah, yes, save. There it is!
Aha! Archie pointed as he came to a stop. The blue minivan was still there, parked by the curb along the slightly incline. Leaving Archie behind, Izumi started rushing to the door. Alarm bells started going off in Archie's mind. Someone from the kidnapping crew was in that van. It was dangerous to approach carelessly. Izumi, wait! Archie shouted, but she didn't appear to hear his cries. The hope of rescuing her sister had driven all else from her mind. Archie started to run after her. Izumi had reached the vehicle already. She brought her face close to one of the windows, but the tinted glass obscured the view inside. Izumi circled around and moved to the other side. Archie saw her grasping at the door. She slipped out of his view for just a moment.
Oh no. No!
Live action!
Yeah! Boom! There's like live action bits here and there in the game. This is one of them.
There was a thunderous explosion, and a gout of flame tore the roof off the minivan like it was made of aluminium foil. Izumi!
Technically it says aluminum. But you just read it.
I don't
it's
care.
Aluminium because that's what you say in our language. Almost breaking the ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 2 steps left on his out of 6 on the ladder. The rest he has chewed through, pulled out.
Yeah.
Destructive burn.
Horrified, Archie charged into avoiding smoke surging away into it. He saw 2 figures sprawled on the street several meters from the van.
Oh hey!
Izumi and Kanan. Izumi, wake up! Archie cradled her in his arms, and her eyes stretched open faintly. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Izumi didn't appear to understand him. Her only response was a blank face look. There was a small patch of red on her face. Archie wiped it gently away with a finger. He saw no further sign of bleeding. She must have been splattered by someone else's blood. As far as he could tell, she hadn't been gravely injured. Archie let out a sigh of relief. Izumi! Is she alright? Kanan stirred on the ground. Her clothes were scorched in places and she was bleeding from her head. Kanan, did you save her? Is she alright? Yeah. What about her sister? Kanan didn't respond. No, it can't be. Archie went to look inside the van.
Which is still burning in flames, by the way.
Amidst the smoke and the flames, you could make out the outline of the body. What happened here? Archie had to look away. Get Izumi out of here. Hurry! If those guys show back up... Kanan's face twisted up and with pain. Alright. Archie settled Izumi carefully in his arms. Wait, I need to tell you something. Kanan's pained gasp called him back. Alfred.
Alfred, huh? Alfredo. Huh?
Alfred. That's the name of the mastermind. I'm sure it'll come up again if you keep pursuing this. But if you value your life, don't get involved with Alfred any further. Now go. Okay, thanks.
Damn. Destruction.
With Hizumi in his arms, Achi hurried from the scene. He wasn't sure where he was heading. He just wanted to get away wherever that meant. He carried her past the crowd of onlookers that had swiftly begun to assemble. The flames of the burning van rose ever higher, roaring out toward the heaven.
To be continued.
And it's time for a break!
Yes, it is. I need to get something to drink.
Yeah. So, a break for us means a break for you.
Yeah.
So, do you get up, stretch, and cycle your fluids?
Yeah.
It's important to
Take
stay
it from the med student. Very important.
Mucho importante in speed gigante.
No. But yes, very important.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be back in just a moment.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So, we finished Ashi.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who should we? Well, we can make a jump.
Yeah, or you can start it. That's entirely up to you.
Yeah, let's make a jump. Oh, what? That's not the one I clicked on. There we go.
Meow. The other guy. That is Mirika. Woo!
Izumi, wait! As she ran along, Koen Dory, after Mirukawa heard someone shout out a familiar name. Izumi? It was a pretty common name. Ordinarily, he wouldn't have given it a second thought, but... Hey! Aiko!
Hey, Echo. Get down from the table. Rascal.
But he remembered that one of the Miss Miriyama winners was named Hitsui Osawa. That made him curious. A moment later, he heard a cell phone ringtone. He immediately recognized this as Aya Kamiki's song. His reporter's instinct tickled. He stopped to take a look around, and one young woman caught his eye almost immediately.
Oh, hey.
He couldn't assume that any pretty girl he saw was Miss Miriyama. After all, it'd be a little too convenient if he just happened to run into her now. Still, it didn't cost him anything to ask, "Are you Hitsumi Osawa?" He might as well at least check. But to his own surprise, he hesitated in embarrassment. He had never been too embarrassed to ask a question before. He didn't get a chance to contemplate that realization.
Boom! And then she died. The end.
No, she didn't. We saw what happened.
Hush, hush. Oh no! He got into the mess though. He was the other one we saw lying down.
A massive fiery blast knocked him from his feet.
He is dead.
A deafening roar set his feet, set his head throbbing. What was that? What's going on? He lay in a daze on the ground, trying to wrap his mind around what had just happened.
Fire!
Behind him there was a minivan, fiercely ablaze. A minivan? An explosion? The first thing to pop into his mind was the attempted bioterrorist attack on Nagasaki 2 years earlier. An unoccupied minivan had exploded outside of the PV station. And afterward, a device meant to scatter a dangerous biological agent had been discovered in the subway. In the end, no one had been harmed, but there were rumors that the government had paid the terrorist organization a hefty sum to keep it that way. Right now, Mirikawa was a stone's throw from Shibuya precinct. Could this be a repeat of Kazumi-Seki attack? No, he's on the other side of the road.
Still got messed up. Damn.
Oh yeah! If the explosion was big enough to make the van fly,
Yeah.
then yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm surprised that Hizumi wasn't hurt any more than she was. Or Kanan for that matter. Because they were right beside him.
I mean, Kanan did seem to be injured somewhat, but considering the way that Kanan grew up, I would think that she's trained to just deal with it.
So,
Yeah.
they were very close to it.
Yeah, I agree.
People were running around in the paddock. Murakawa could see several injured people dying on the ground, unmoving. And yet, despite the gravity of the situation, numerous under was casually taking photos with their cell phones. Murakawa got to his feet and went to try to get everyone away from the scene. Hey, you guys, get back! There could be another bomb! Murakawa looked around as he pushed back the crowd. He was getting the strong whiff of a scoop. Grabbing things onto the floor.
Don't say.
He needed to write his copy ASAP, but he couldn't just turn his back at this situation now. Two young men were strolling around the burning vehicle. They had the look of juvenile delinquents. Whoa, what the heck? Is this for real?
For real?
Ain't this dangerous? Like, for serious? The pair tried to find an optimal vantage point. Hey! Mirakawa snapped. Don't get any closer! He spread his arm wide to hold it back. The young man came to a halt, but otherwise paid him no heed. Oh, this is bad. This is real bad.
Hey!
Aiko!
Leave my phone alone, Captain.
Think this is a terrorist thing? Yo, get out your phone. Come on. But like, do you think this is a terrorist thing?
Hey!
Aiko!
Leave him alone, Aiko! God damn it.
Dude, shut up. hurry up and call Suzuki. The taller of the two, dressed in red, was ordering around his blue-clad companion. Huh? The boy in blue huffed. Man, do it yourself. Say what now? Bitch, this ain't no time to get yourself all worked out.
Oh, they part of SOS or something?
Probably. Murikawa stood there, arms still held wide, getting more and more annoyed at their back and forth. Yo, make the call, man. The young fellow in the red scowled. He wasn't going to back down. Huh? Yo, what difference does it make if I you do it? It doesn't make a difference. So it don't matter if you do it.
Are you being nice, Aiko? Certainly don't look like it.
Nope.
He stares back at me like I haven't done anything. Yeah, I can be on the table and jump up and ice. I know you just want to play with him. But Apollo just want to play with you anyway.
Yeah, right. It don't matter. So in that case, you do it.
Oh my god, these two! I would get pissed too!
Look, I'm telling you to just make the damn call. I'm telling you to just make it your damn self. Enough of this already. Murikawa opened his mouth to yell at them off, but then the young man in the red spoke again. Hope that was just a photo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering what he's doing.
He's being a little stressed. Probably.
Yeah, well, because of Aiko.
Dude, the goods from over at Indo Electronics are gone. You gonna let Suzumu know? The name Endo Electronics caught Murikawa's attention. Yeah, but ain't that all that Archie dude's fault for getting all coffee at us? I mean, it was Kiryu who told us to go find the Endo storehouse. Yeah, but Suzumu don't like dealing in stolen goods. Says it's dirty, it's the SOS name. Well, what a coincidence.
What a coinkadoodle.
Looked like these two were SOS members. Hey, Murikawa called out. You two! He finally succeeded in getting their attention. Where's this Suzumu fellow? I'd like to talk to him. He had no idea who Suzumu was, having only heard the name just now. Still, from the way these two were talking, it seemed clear to he held some position of leadership. Think I'd tell you if I knew? The fellow in the red snarled. Murikawa kept his composure. Listen, you guys know that Tenryu Gumi? Tenryu Gumi was a Yakuza syndicate that operated in Shibuya.
Tenryu Gumi, an up-and-coming Yakuza syndicate that turned up on the scene 10 years ago. Whatever. With the seemingly legitimate Takarada financing as its business front, the group offers monetary solutions for people in financial trouble. But those who accept their offer soon find that their troubles only grow and grow. Royal in conflict with the Kanto Shinami, who have been long established in Shibuya. I like how Tenryu, you know what a Tenryu is?
No.
It's a dragon of the sky. It's a very, 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 very pretty name. Or dragon from the heavens.
Yeah.
God. Hi. Laying in the chair now, staring. Wanted to play. You're not allowing me to. Yeah, because you scare him right now.
These street kids were sure to be familiar with the name, if nothing else. I may not look it, but I'm pretty tight with the Tenryu Gumi. And that maybe you two don't know it, but Suzumu's been showing up at their office a lot lately. Suzumu's been dealing with the Yakuza? Whoa, for real?
For real?
Sweet! The two cops bought it completely.
Of course they do.
Much as we're using as their hangout these days, I've got a little something to discuss with Susan. Right now is this bar called Inferno. Mirakawa made a mental note of the name. Right, and Inferno is where exactly? The two young men suddenly looked distinctly uncomfortable. Later. Yeah, I got a thing I gotta go do too. Backing away, they took off through the crowd.
Oh, hey!
Hey, wait up!
Well, hello there, Archie. I think they got scared of him.
I need to know where Inferno is. But the pair had already vanished.
Saw his face and I'm like, oh shit, he is.
Ambulances began arriving at the scene and paramedics rushed out to tend to the wounded. Excuse me, would you mind answering a few questions?
Oh, look, huh?
Mirakawa turned to see a man in a suit.
Man in a suit?
Him flashing his badge.
I wonder who that is.
No!
You cannot jump! You haven't made it that far yet.
No, you haven't played him in this time.
Well, you know he's gonna show up now.
So, I guess that's Stanley in the background.
It could be Stanley in the background. It's hard to see. It's just a man in a suit from here, and you know, Japan.
Yeah. It's just the way he's standing.
Yeah, it could be Stanley, but it's honestly hard to see.
So, detective, those questions for him, huh? How about you answer a few questions from me? Was this an accident or an attack? We still don't know many details. Let me rephrase that for you. This is a major incident, Mirakawa exclaimed. Huh? The detective looked pretty flummoxed. I've been around the block a few times, and I know all your police PR lingo. And when you start talking about the details, that is 100% indicative of a major incident.
He's not wrong.
Yeah. Brushing aside Mirakawa's remark, the detective tried another question. Did you happen to notice anything unusual prior to the explosion? Unusual? Mirakawa thought back to the moments before the minivan blew up. Now that you mention it, I think I heard a cell phone ringtone. The detective tilted his head. A ringtone? No, never mind, forget that. There was no way the ringtone on someone's phone would be audible through all of that. Mirakawa struck the thought from his own mind as he said it.
I mean, you can activate a bomb by calling the phone, so I assume that's what happened.
In all likelihood, he associated the ringtone and the explosion simply because one had happened right before the other. Kind of. It is Stanley.
Well, would you look at that? It is Stanley. Good old Jack Stanley.
A large-statured Caucasian man had called out to the other detective. Evidently, the detective's name was Connor. Thank you for your cooperation, he said, with a bow. Then he ran over to the fort.
He ended it with a bow, like a true Japanese person. They always do that.
Yeah.
They have a tendency to just bow and say thank you until someone finally leaves the fucking door.
Mr. Mirakawa. Mirakawa turned to a female voice behind him.
Hello, Miko.
He found Miku standing there. She looked like she'd been crying. Miku?
She
About
does?
earlier.
Her makeup's still intact.
Don't worry about it. He trailed off, searching for an apology. It's okay. That doesn't matter right now. Miku looked around the scene. Mirakawa followed her gaze. Something big went down here, he said. I know, she exclaimed. The explosion. I saw it happen with my own eyes. You what?
What?
Miku looked around nervously. Are you alright? He asked. You're not hurt, are you? I'm okay. My ears are still ringing a bit, is all. Good. So what did you see at the time of the explosion? Miku assumed a thoughtful expression. There was this girl who was running toward the minivan, and then I think I saw this other Middle Eastern girl suddenly make a dive for her, and then the van just exploded. Wait, hold on, Mirikawa said. So if I'm getting this right, it sounds like this Middle Eastern girl saved the girl who was running up to the van? Miku nodded. Just then, Mirikawa's phone chimed. He received an email.
That was an email sound?
It was from Chiyoko. Mr. Mino, are you still working on your copy?
Mino-san.
He checked his watch. At this point, the 4 o'clock deadline barely 20 minutes away. Nonetheless, he decided to stay at the bomb scene. He could definitely smell a scoop here, he was sure of it. Even if he couldn't get his 6 pages done by 4, landing a major scoop should be enough to persuade the loan company. Mirikawa jotted his phone number down and handed it to Miku. I'll make things up to you, he said. Give me a call later. Miku took the scrap of paper and puzzled. If you're looking for an Aiki Jujutsu dojo, I know a few. At that, her face lit up.
Bye!
Mirikawa decided to process the scene for clues. As he wandered around, he caught sight of the detective Kano and his Caucasian colleague heading down an alley. What's that I smell?
You mean besides from the fire and smoke and everything? I smell fish.
Something's pretty damn fishy.
Yeah.
If they were slipping away for a private conversation, maybe there was some way he could listen in.
Yeah.
Mirikawa hurried into one of the buildings that bordered the alley. He looked around and found a public bathroom upstairs on the alley side of the building. Hoping beyond hope, he slipped up to the bathroom window. Voices outside. He held his breath and listened. Those internal criminals...
Internal?
Yes, internal. Those international criminals you mentioned. Kano's words were faint, but he could make them out. Mirikawa did a little fist bump.
Yeah, go me!
Correct. Roughly 8 hours ago, they infected Maria Ozawa with the UA virus. Then they let her loose somewhere in Shibuya. Hold on. By UA you mean... The discussion involves some terms Mirikawa wasn't familiar with. He focused all of his mental energy on what the two were saying. This is a killer virus with a 100% mortality rate once it takes hold. 100%? Mirikawa muttered to himself.
Damn.
The shock caused him to unclench the fist he didn't realize he had made. This wasn't just an interesting conversation, it was monumental. It has an incubation period of 12 hours. In another 4 hours, Maria Ozawa will go symptomatic. After that, she'll begin spreading the virus through the city. It's capable of airborne transmission. If we don't administer Kenji Ozawa's antiviral before she develops symptoms, yes, everyone in Shibuya is going to die.
Well then.
Mirikawa felt goosebumps rise all over his body. If they were talking about a virus and Kenji Ozawa, they could only mean that Kenji Ozawa. He recalled what Ozawa said earlier about the power balance of the world being at stake. There was no doubt about it.
No doubt it.
This was a tremendous scoop. Well then, we need to find Maria Ozawa to get the antiviral to her as soon as possible. Just calm down. There's more on to the story than... It's starting to leak out! The door swung open loudly and someone came barging into the bathroom.
And I guess that you come at the worst possible times, don't you? Timing is just impeccable for you.
Why him again? Why here of all places? Oh, I'm leaking here! Anagisha was on the verge of hysterics. His voice must have been audible outside. Kano and his companions went to take their discussion elsewhere. And they'd just been getting to the good part. You son of a bitch! Enraged, Mirikawa grabbed Yanagishita and tossed him to the floor. I'm leaking! Shut your mouth! He put all his strength into an ankle hold and gave it a good twist.
Ankle hold. A professional wrestling technique that involves grabbing the opponent by the ankle. Being caught up like this can be extremely painful. Yeah, it really is. It also puts a lot of pressure on the lower body, and if you're already fighting the urge to urinate, well, good luck, you pee.
Yanagishita wailed. Ah!
He peed.
Mirikawa left the idiot blubbering in the bathroom and hurried out the building. He hadn't heard the whole discussion, but he had a scoop in his hands anyway. This would be a tremendous score for Heaven Publishing, enough to let the company rebuild. He was certain of it. And if I'm the one saying it, it's gotta be true. As he ran along, Mirikawa tried to plan his next steps. First, he had to get back to the editing office. He'd explain the situation to the people from the loan company. Then he'd go find that paperwork for Osama and have Chiyoko check his copy. And then, after that... Okay, so he still had a lot of things he needed to do. He swatted himself on both cheeks to get himself psyched up.
I'm still not used to the new iOS sounds. They scare me sometimes.
His phone range.
His phone range! Oh my god, that's so funny. Beautiful.
His phone rang. It was shit. Mr. Mino? Something terrible has happened. Chiyoki's voice was a broken yelp. Whoa, calm down. Over in Koindiro. Dory. His minivan exploded.
Park Avenue.
Ah, yeah. I'm well aware. Thanks to that, I've got a big scoop that Chiyoki cut him off. Just now, I got a call from Mr. Toyama's daughter, Hana. This time, Mirikawa waited for her to finish. He had a sinking feeling. She said that Mr. Toyama was in there. It was a suicide.
Oh no.
Mirikawa's knees buckled. Tell me you're joking. No, I mean, the van explosion is all over the news. And Hana was in tears on the phone and... Mr. Mino? Mr. Mino, are you still there? Toyama had killed himself?
Oh no.
Mirikawa felt the energy drain from his body.
Oh no. Well, shit.
To be continued.
Yeah, it's not even a bad end.
Nope.
To be continued. Well then.
How much more can we do in 20 minutes?
We could do a fair bit in 20 minutes.
I suppose.
Try and do Kano. I know, we know Kano has a keep out at some point. So it's not gonna be, you're not gonna be able to play all the way through it. Regardless.
Didn't we get a keep out with Mario?
Yeah, further down. Oh, must have been because we ate it, yeah?
You suddenly feel toast. Okay,
Yeah. It's a note she finds. So quiet. Swing, swing. And there.
Okay. It just
Changed for some reason because you made a different choice. I don't know why.
no.
But sometimes the game does that. It's a bit weird.
Mm. Yeah, there you go.
There's Ulua, and then there's also Kano.
You can do jumps with her.
Yeah, you can also continue with hers if you want to. That's up to you. Sister! Quack. Quack. Eat in and take out.
Freshness burger.
Yeah. What beautiful English right there. Ah, Japan. You'd think they'd be better at it now? They are not. It really still sucks.
I'm just trying to see if we can read the katakana.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you were doing.
I can read the last part. It's baga.
The other one just says Fudeshutsu or something like that. It says freshness burger.
Yeah.
It's not a revolutionary.
No. I was just trying to see if we could read it. Eventually I muster up the energy to start walking around town, heading nowhere in particular. The billboard outside of a department store displays a poster of some female musician. She must be pretty popular because lots of passers-by stop to take a good look. That's Hana!
Hana!
And some Yaru.
Yeah, some kind. I mean, this is Shibuya.
Yeah. I catch sight of little Hana in front of the billboard. She's showing something to a woman. There are some colorful sheets of paper. The woman looks a lot like the musician in the poster. Moreover, I have a feeling I've seen her someplace before. Where could I have seen her? Man, having amnesia is really a pain in the ass.
I like how she takes that. It's just like, oh man, can't remember.
I have no way of knowing whether I've forgotten something or had no memory of it in the first place. The woman looks through the papers. Hana held out to her, nodding approvingly at each one. And I can hear her murmur with admiration.
You can do it.
Hana! I wave as I scamper on over to her as I do. The woman abruptly hurries off.
What's she doing?
Hey, we meet again, I say. Hana just gives me a bored look. Who was that just now? I ask. I don't know. Hana quickly gathers up her belongings and starts walking briskly away. Oh hey, wait up! I call out. The girl ignores me. She's moving at a jog now, heading from Spanish Hill towards Corndori. Ah! She steps out onto Corndori. She trips and falls down hard. The contents of her bag spill out onto the road. Oh, whoops! Catching up to her, I gather up some of the fallen pages. What's this? There are poems written on the color paper.
Poems. Copies of a prosy poem titled The False Monsoon. Delicately details the wavering emotions of an adolescent girl. Also, in a clever twist, the text is read horizontally instead of vertically. It tells about a fowl's worries over now marital age. Hannah's genius will soon be discovered by I account. I want to become a popular songwriter. Alright. I guess her future's sealed now.
A look of embarrassment crosses Hannah's face, and she snatches the pages out of my hands. Don't touch those! Those are for sale! Sale?
Do you have a permit, Hannah? You need a permit to sell things in the street in Japan.
I'm selling poems that I wrote. Oh wow, that's incredible. She looks surprised by the compliment. Incredible? My friends at school say they were dumb. That's not true. I only saw a little just now, but I thought it was a really good poem. You're just saying that. I've been out here in Shibuya for weeks trying to sell these, but the only people who's bought one was that lady just now. Hannah lets out a mournful sigh.
Well, according to the extra fluff texts of said poem words, said that she will find you again. And you shall become popular songwriter. So I don't think you're gonna have any troubles.
Well, what are you out here selling poems for anyway? I thought maybe I'd help pay back our debts. Huh?
Aww.
Okay, that's not something I'd expect to hear from a little kid.
Well, with a dad like Toyama? Not surprised since you're so mature. Because he's good.
Yeah. My dad's in real deed, she continues. The topic makes me think of Missy Anagishta. Yesterday is my day for meeting people mired in debt. And I'm only in elementary school, so I can't get a part-time job.
Yeah. Part-time job! Japan's labor standardized tax prohibits the hiring of children under the age of 15. Certain jobs within the entertainment industry, however, boys can obtain permission from the labor standardized inspections officer for young children to work. And stuff. But you need to be at least 15 to actually be able to work, and a lot of high schools also prohibit part-time jobs. Because they're like, you should focus on studying.
Yeah.
Of course, there are some high schools that also just allow it, because there are some families who can't get by. Yeah.
I'm impressed. She's so brave. She may a little, maybe a little hard to approach, but she's just a kid after all. She's so brave. I just want to give her a hug.
Do it!
Oh, Hannah! I hear a strange wailing calling.
Oh! I
Hannah
almost
turns around
cried.
to see Mr. Toyama standing there, tears streaming from his eyes. Hannah, I'm so sorry. I had no idea you were trying so hard too. Toyama rushes up to the girl. It's quite the emotional father-daughter reunion.
Smack!
Or at least that's how it looks until Hannah slaps her father across the face with a bundle of papers. What was that for? Don't you give me that. I'm sick of all this running around. She delivers several more well-placed smacks with her
He's looking with a smile. Like, yeah, you go, girl. Tell your dad.
Okay. Toyama says at last. I know you're upset, but I have to ask you for just one thing. Then we can see about getting through the day, yeah? Okay, but just one. I can't help but find the ornery interaction kind of charming. You two get along really well, don't you? I say. Yeah. Nope! The two give simultaneously contradictory replies.
Well, that's just how a daughter is. She's always gonna say
And Hannah sullenly starts to walk off with Toyama tottering after her. It's such a weird little sight that I can't help but laugh. Well, later then.
Oh god, she was also there! Oh, hello. Hi, calling.
Well along Foreign Dory, I come across a car from the roadside that's spectacularly lame.
You come at it across? You literally saw it explode behind you. I guess you didn't see it.
She heard it explode and turned around.
Yeah, I know, but still, you don't just come across a car that's aflame. It exploded behind you, Maria.
A group of underlings surround.
I'm sorry. I was sitting on top of the laundry basket.
Yeah. Oh man, your elbow is sharp.
Yeah, I have a really, really sharp square elbow.
Oh man.
It's fine, it's okay. No trauma happened, alright?
Still hurts.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, a group of onlookers surrounds it in a confused uproar. It seems almost unreal. Like, I'm looking at a set for a TV show or something.
Well, it's like... it is.
I stand there staring into the flames. Huh? What's that? I can see something.
Oh my god, it's the desert of the Middle East!
The raging heat makes the air shimmer. The scent of dry sand fills my nose. A gust of searing wind tugs at my hair. Where am I? Decaying roads, decaying houses, a decaying city. And the people who live there. People who live. People who live. People who live. There's someone by my side. Someone is with me watching all of this. It's a girl. The person with me is a girl, slightly younger than me.
By 1 year, we figured out.
She says something to me. Ana is me. Cat's cradle. That's my voice now. Cat's cradle? Whose voice is that? What's going on? Who am I talking to? Yeah, cat's cradle. I'm showing someone how to do a cat's cradle with string. But who? Who am I showing how to do a cat's cradle?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. And,
Kanan! She's remembering things.
the word Kanan echoes in my head. Kanan? I uttered the name out loud. The images floating through my mind are beginning to break up and vanish. But I feel like for a brief moment at least, I caught hold of the edges of some of my lost memory. That's right, Kanan. As soon as I say it, I'm filled with a powerful sense of duty. There's something I'm responsible for, something that I need to do. And if I don't, this Kanan person is going to be in grave danger. Calm down. Just calm down. I'm pleading with myself now, fighting the impulse to take off running. If I did, where would I go? I have no idea what my destination or my goal even is. Please, please remember something. Please, please. I gaze out at the flames, practically praying now.
Oh.
Don't move. A voice hisses in my ear, and I feel something hard press
Well,
against my
hello
back.
there, mister.
I don't need to turn around to recognize whose voice it is. I thought you said you didn't have any business with... I did a little thinking, says the man with the cane slowly, about how I might lure out Hizumi's alive, see?
Oh no. He's gonna become a hostage.
I'm going to use you as bait.
Oh no. Not the bait. Not the bait.
And
To be continued.
And
Perfect.
welcome to the end of the stream.
You just building on my singing?
Yeah. Am I not allowed to?
No.
Oh, too bad.
I'm
still
gonna
gonna
do it
do it.
anyways. I know you too well.
Okay, so we finished
We finished
Three of
three of them, yeah.
Yeah.
In one stream.
Yeah. So we have 2 more to go.
Yeah, Connell and Ursula.
Oh.
Yay! So we'll do that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's the next time that we will stream.
Yeah.
At the same time
Yeah.
as today.
Yeah. So, that's it for this stream. If you haven't viewed our or seen the rest of this series, do go check out our YouTube channel. Same name as our Twitch channel, Special Play Space. There you can see the VODs for this for all of our streams, and there you will also find a pre-recorded series
Yeah.
of Virtual Slash Reward.
It's a serious escape game.
Yep.
Like the Super Stream.
And also, sometimes when I feel like I have time and energy for it, I do stream World of Warcraft. Specifically, classic hardcore. And see it just to see how far can I get with a character.
Yeah. Until you inevitably die again.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's fun while it lasts.
Yeah. And I do like random characters, so I have a randomizer that tells me what race and what class I pick, and then I go from there and see what I get.
Yeah.
So go follow that. The episode for that should be out pretty soon.
Yeah, because I just finished making the thumbnail for it.
Yeah. So we will see you next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.